What's up, everybody? I'm Marcus Lane, and this is 3 Minutes or Less. So on Wednesday, January 20th, Joseph Biden was sworn in as the 46th President of the United States of America. A moment that for many people signaled excitement over the next 4 years, and yet for still many others, it signaled concern. But I think for virtually all Americans, it was at least a moment of relief that for now, the inflammatory rhetoric of political season was over. Because let's be honest, if there's anything uniting Americans right now, it's this: we're tired. But there was a moment during the inauguration ceremony that was something more than mere relief in the midst of exhaustion. It was when poet Amanda Gorman delivered her poem titled "The Hill We Climb," an incredibly moving piece about both the present and past reality of our country, as well as an invitation to Americans to remain committed to the work of creating a union where we are committed to one another across the boundaries that so often divide us. I found these words to be incredibly captivating. Here's what she said. She said, "Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true, that even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together victorious. Not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division." You see, as Americans listen to this young black woman share such profound words of hope, I think virtually everyone couldn't help but be at least finding in themselves a same piece of that hope. Now, given that Ms. Gorman is a Roman Catholic, I found myself rather unsurprised that she would share such great words of hope. Because you see, for the church, hope has always been central to our vocabulary. In fact, I would suggest that it is our primary orientation to the world. But you see, I think what so often happens is that we mistake what our hope is actually about. And we forget that our hope is not about protecting the notion of a Christian nation or the idea that through the right policies or procedures or actions together that we could create utopia through our nation. No, you see, our hope as the church is about something else entirely. It is not about what humans have the potential to do. It is all about the promise of what our God has already done. In Romans chapter 5, Paul says that through Jesus, we have obtained access by faith into this grace in which we stand. And we rejoice in the hope of the glory of God. You see, the Christian hope is all about the promise that right now we live under grace because of what Jesus has done. We live under the promise of God's love, His mercy, and His forgiveness. And we live with the hope in the future God is coming. And when He does, we will see Him face to face and live with Him in His glorious kingdom. So friends, with this in mind, may we as the church, as we anticipate our future, may it also be said of us that we are a people of hope. Hope that doesn't lie in our potential, in our nation, or our political rulers or policies. But friends, may we be a people of hope who put our hope in one thing alone, and that's our perfect King, Jesus.